everyone, it's Addie, the ASMR Witch. So today, super quickly, I wanted to go over a couple of things on either Amazon or maybe at your local store that if you're struggling for gifts for a witch or really just anyone, these are, I'm going to try and keep it general. Yeah, I was just going to break it down and give you ideas because I know for me, I get like 80% of my gifts like real quick. And then for the rest of them, I just really kind of struggle. So I'm going to go by witch type. I have a list that I'm going to write down, and then I'm going to write down like the ideas off the top of my head that I think you could get pretty easily. Alright? So we have green. Green. I'll just try to come up with like 5 per witchy thing. Which now that I said that, of course I can't think of the 5th one for the green witch yet. So we have hedge. Let's see. So the next one is a dream witch. They typically work in interpreting dreams and dreaming, if it's surprising. I've been coming up with 4 for each. Sorry about that. Because I changed my own rules. The next one is the sea witch, which is one of my favourites. Then we have a storm or weather witch. Then there is cottage. The kind of definition of a cottage witch can be that they weave magic into mundane life. If you want to think of like Sabrina the Teenage Witch or something. So this can be a harder one to buy. So as you might think, this one has to do with the kitchen, brewing, baking, cooking, all of that sort of thing. There's the tea, which I guess the obvious gift is going to be tea. We also have the elemental type. This can actually relate to any of the elements. So I'm going to break it down by each one and just pick one gift, because that would be a lot of gifts. Okay. There is also a flora. The difference between them and like a green or hedge witch specifically is they might focus on flowers. So I would say flowers are a pretty good one. So then there's urban, which reminds me a lot of cottage. So I'm thinking like a lot of the things I wrote down for them. So there's Fae. I don't know as much about this witchcraft type, so it might be least helpful here, but Fae typically work with spirit creatures and will leave offerings. So I guess I would generally recommend like plants, so that you could leave an offering. But there's spirit working. Once again, we're delving into the ones I don't really know much about. So I know that they work with spirits, obviously, so they can use a Ouija board. So we have Draconian. Again, I don't really know that one. And apparently it said you work with dragons. So there is also seasonal. So I'll be focusing on winter, most likely. Alright, there's also paper witches exclusively. Again, you might know what I'm about to write down. So we've got music. This is listed as non-traditional and unorthodox. It is new and highly individualistic, drawing from other forms of common magic. So, don't know much about that. Also wouldn't know what you would get them if it's considered unorthodox. So, probably going to pass on that one. Very sorry for chaos on your own. I'll use chaos as my in general. How about that? In general, I would always recommend candles and jars, which you can find at most like dollar stores. So keep that in mind. So there is an animal-based witch. It's not that they kill the animals, but that they often have ones they're familiar to. So there's sanguine, which is blood, and like involving in the working with blood. The only thing I can think is disinfectant wipes, and mayhaps a pretty knife, though I realise that can sound gory to some. Then we also have sigil. Okay, I'm going to skip a couple, just because I'm running out of paper space. Astronomy. Crystal. And there's one more I want to do, which is literary. And we'll just do like a couple for those, alright? So Luna. Now, astronomy is not astrology, though I wish it were. So actually, I don't really know about astrology. I don't know much about space. I mean, the defaults would be any books about space or a telescope, if you could find like a little cheap one. Otherwise, I'm going to kind of cross them out. Crystal is easiest. Okay. Now, literary. I had not heard of literary, so. Okay, so they use books, shocker I know, and it's apparently kind of like divination, so that one's easily books. Alright, I think we have a pretty complete list. No, it's a lot. Some of the stuff I came up with for you guys, and a lot of these do cross over. So if you have a green witch, or a hedge witch, or a cottage to some extent, or flora, you can kind of do air plants. There's some cactus candles on Amazon right now that are super cute, because they're kind of green, but they're still candles. And then herb plants specifically, there's like grow your own herb kits, those are really good. And green candles in general should work because they're earthy. I did suggest a mortar and pestle if you can find like a cool one, or even something that makes it different, like maybe it's mini or something like that. So for hedge, I did incense, stone. I did a white noise machine because I thought if you're projecting that might help. For dream, I did the Glossary of Dreams lavender because I think it helps sleep. An eye mask and a journal so that if you wake up with a dream, you can write it down. For a sea witch, which by the way I didn't see it on here, but there are water witches too, and this would work for them. Bath bombs, I thought of like this little octopus rings I see everywhere, that'd be cute. Some sand, even if you did like kinetic sand or something that they could work with, and a seaweed mask. For storm weather, I thought of a thermometer, which I know it sounds funny, but you know, just so you can keep an eye on what's going on outside. And I thought of a cute little weather vane, be fun. Thought of some snow globes, because that way if it had like a little house and they could shake it up, and maybe that's how they summon snow, if that's the type of weather they want, could be fun. Also, I thought of a map, if you just can find like a cool map of the area, because a lot of times when working with weather spells, you will use a map too. If you want rain, you might put water on that one area. Right. So we kind of covered cottage, though I did, in general for cottage, I did plants, spot items like masks, bombs, and then I also did frames, like picture frames that you could maybe write something in the back, or even just put something in the back that wants to, like a little flower. And then cleaning supplies, if you find any like pure, organic, or anything just kind of like citrusy or something like purely based is the best way I can think of it, that would be fun. I have kitchen herbs, plates and cutlery if you find anything fun, specifically dessert spoons would probably be pretty cool. And there's also a skull spoon going around right now, that would be fun. I swear that's on Amazon. Any cookbooks are fair game, and a lot of books on Amazon are cheap if they're spiral bound, so keep that in mind. There's also a tea witch, obviously tea, teapots, incense, herbs, that sort of thing. For elemental, fire was candles, of course. For water, there are water candles. And then I was thinking of, I think there's like a marimo plant that's supposed to be lucky. That would be fun. For earth, I thought of crystals, of course. For air, I thought of a decorative fan that you could like fan yourself with. For flora specifically, obviously flowers. There's probably a pressing kit out there somewhere. I know there's a flower tarot, but I don't know if it is on Amazon versus like Etsy or something. And then cute little ceramic pots would be a really good one. So then for urban, I did the Instax camera, because urban made me think of like new age a little bit. And Instax is fun because you can take a picture of your work, and you can do photo magic, which I'm looking into for 2018. Plants, so that they can have some greenery in like an urban space. I thought of stickers, if you can find any like kind of witchy, could be fun. And then same with like pins like that you would pin on your clothing. So for Fae, I just absolutely and completely guessed. I thought of plants, stationery, like maybe if you want to write them little notes. I thought of baking mix, in case you want to like bake something for them. And then caramels, because I feel like they would like sugar, and then that's something y'all could split, so. For spirit work, again I completely guessed, an altar cloth for doing your work, an hourglass, it just seemed practical to keep track of time, I don't know why, incense again, and then the planchette, either a necklace or like a ring jewelry. That's a good one that can like kind of go across. For draconian, I thought of a dragon ring, crystals that would relate with the fire element. I did think of oven-mitts, I know that's weird, but if you're dealing with a lot of heat, it might help. And then any little like totem dragon item. For seasonal, for winter, thought of snow globes, ornaments, any little winter crafts like a gingerbread house or making your own ornament. And those you should all be able to find pretty easy. So for paper witch, that was easy. Stationery, pens and pencils, paints even. And once again I said Instax just because they seem to be a more physical one. And so that way they could like take a picture of something, maybe write on it. So for music I thought of bells, even buying them a harmonica, just a new type of music perhaps. Wind chimes and sheet music. For animal, I thought of, I believe there's like a familiar tarot or oracle or something. Again, I don't know if that's on Amazon, but something to keep an eye on. feathers, any skull decor, so it doesn't have to be a real skull. But, you know, even just like a skull candle, or there were these really popular ones, the ones that burn down and show the skeleton. That would be really cool. And I also just thought generally of a cat handbag because it's like based on an animal but kind of discreet, that's like really in. So I already told you about the blood ones, I'll pass it up. For sigil I just thought of papers, paints, frames, nothing new there. For lunar I did think of the moon nightlight, that would be pretty. There's like a moon backdrop cloth you could get on Amazon, I've seen that. Also any moon art would be appreciated, and also if you could find just like a little telescope, that could be fun. So almost at the end, crystal, which of course is rocks, crystals, cloths, like fancy bags to store them in when not in use. And then literary is the easiest one, it's books. Again, for any of these, if you find a book about rocks or, you know, cooking to an extent, like anything that could seem witchy is pretty good. Anything that's like personal care, like bath bombs or masks, is pretty safe. Crystals are always pretty easy, especially if you work it into jewelry. And yeah, I think that's the super short list of if you haven't bought something for a witchy friend, or even someone in general and you're just looking for ideas, this might help. Happy shopping, and I hope you find everything for everyone. Also, definitely not sponsored by Amazon, I wish. I just thought of them because I think they have the free shipping in time for Christmas until like Monday or something, but I could be wrong.